you. I'm not here to sell you anything by any means, so let's get that off the table right now. But what I'm here to do is educate, to try to educate you.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you guys are all pretty good. That you
Right, you sit on the news every night, all these scams, yes.
You've learned already some things that,
yes.
Can happen. And if it does happen to you, honestly, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It happens to, I mean, it can happen to anybody, but you can just make sure that you are using every caution and every precaution that you can. So we're going to talk a little bit about, so what is a scam? A scam is a con that criminals use on unsuspecting individuals to gain their personal information and to extort their money. If a scam succeeds, sometimes your money is gone. If it's not caught in time,
it's gone.
Your money is gone, and there is absolutely nothing that can be done about it. So how do you recognize a scammer? They are persuasive. They're a persuasive and skilled liars. These people are trained.
And they know your name too.
They know your name, and but they are actually trained to be persuasive and to try to talk you.
I said, Linda not home.
There you go. That's a good one. She's not home.
And don't matter if you have an unlisted phone number, they still find it some way, somehow, yes.
And you know what? I wish I could figure out how they're doing it, because they're much smarter than I am. I wouldn't be standing here today. I'd be rich if I could figure out how they can do it.
Watch for data breaches. When they announce a data breach, that's when
very
they
good.
figure out whose
Very
number.
good. So, and they can appeal to your emotions too.
Yeah.
Like they can ask, like give you a sob story. But, they want your sympathy.
Yes, and I don't give it to them.
Sympathy, fear, and loneliness. They prey on people that live alone, and they know, somehow they know, and and they work quickly to gain your trust,
Right.
and to motivate you to respond. I mean, they ask you questions sometimes before you can even think about it. You're answering those questions. And they're very convincing, and they're very skillful at deflecting your questions.
They
If
called
you ask
her
them
one
questions,
time. They kept calling. I wasn't paying no attention. Never heard her say, "Oh, my Social Security number." She started trying to grab the phone out of her hand.
oh yeah.
Don't call her no more. Hung up.
So you should know the 4 common signs of a scam. When your contact is unexpected, you're not expecting a phone call from anybody. When they manipulate your emotions, when they play on your emotions, make you feel sorry for them, make you think that they need your help. And if they want you to act immediately, like if they're saying to you, I need that, you need to take care of this right now. Right now we need to take care of this. And they request money. They request money for things that are hard to track. Like I've seen scams where people will go buy gift cards.
Yeah.
I had one customer go buy $500 worth of gift cards and send it. That's another way that they'll ask you to send them gift cards. Never, ever, ever send anybody a gift card unless you're meaning to do it. Never send gift cards. So we're going to talk just about a couple of different scams. And one of them, this is a really popular one, the grandparent scam. Has anybody ever heard of that one?
Yeah.
Where through artificial intelligence now, they can make their voices sound like one of your grandchildren. And they'll call you and they'll act like they're in distress. They'll call you and they'll say, I need money, I'm in trouble, I'm in jail, I'm in the hospital, I need money, send me money. So they're very, very good at that.
You said you need money too.
Yeah, really. So, and I mean, your grandchildren and your children, but always confirm if you have to hang up and call them back or call whoever just to confirm. But they're using social networking sites
They do.
to gain. How many of you have computers that you get on and you look at? Do you have computers at all? Okay. That's a good thing sometimes that you do not have a computer, because that's how they gain a lot of your information. They'll send an email to you and ask you to click on something, a link, a website, something, and then once you click on that, they have all your information. And you certainly don't want to do that.
I'm not to do that because the doctor called me when I go to the doctor and not.
Right, exactly. And don't be afraid to ask questions. They want to execute these crimes quickly. In the grandparent scam, they count on your fear and your concern for your loved ones. So that's, the more questions you ask, the more inclined they are to hang up and not to try to get money from you. And again, never give personal information to anyone over the phone unless you initiated the call and it's to a trusted party.
Right.
And never, ever rush into a financial decision. Trust your instincts. Don't be
Right.
fooled. If something doesn't feel right, or if something's too good to be true, it probably
You hang
is.
it up.
It probably is.
People call me from the jailhouse on Pittsburgh.
Well, I hope you don't answer.
No, I caught the call.
Okay.
They kicked off.
Another one is a lottery scam. Lottery and sweepstakes scam. Where they'll commonly, what they're commonly referred to as sweepstakes, they begin with the fraudster telling you that you won a sweepstakes, you won a lottery, but you have to send them money in order to get your money. And you would be amazed at the people that actually do this, where they will send them money. And then I had a guy the other day that came in that was expecting money from a movie star. He said he was sending him money. He bought Bitcoin and he was sending him money. Now, we all know that they're not going to send you money.
No.
You know, so
want you to
that's
send them
just, but it's never, and another thing too that we see a lot of is people getting checks in the mail. Fraudulent checks that they will bring in to make a deposit. And we have we at Somerset Trust, and again, you know, not trying to sell anything. I'm not sure where you bank, but I know our bank has a pretty sophisticated system in place to notice fraudulent checks. Our tellers are trained. The frontline people are trained.
Or about
very well.
counterfeit money also.
Counterfeit money too, but they're very well trained to spot a fraudulent check. If they're unsure, if there's any question that they have, we have a fraud department that we immediately send that check to. And our fraud department can tell you whether that check's good or not.
No, I tell you, I turned it off.
Yeah, so they're very good at that. And again, never pay to play, we call it. Never send money, never wire money. We're very cautious when somebody comes in. If you're familiar with wire transfers or not, that's when you send money out. But once that money's out, it's gone.
I know even on Facebook, sometimes they'll say, well, you won this money. Well, you haven't responded. I thought, no.
Don't respond. And that's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. So we just encourage you to report suspected fraud to your bank immediately, no matter where you bank. Just report it, because as soon as you suspect something is fraudulent, that you've done something, you know, you inadvertently gave your social security number to somebody, call the bank right away, and they'll walk you through what to do and how to, you know, to make sure that you don't, that nobody can get in and get your money.
I mean, sometimes they'll say, what would you do if you have $1 million
Yeah.
deposited in your account?
Yeah.
Or, there's something else like
Yeah.
that.
Another one?
Oh, hang up, so I'll call you back after I find out.
Yeah, there you go. Let me call my investor. Another one, when you mentioned Facebook just now, is a romance scam. You ever heard of romance scams?
Yes, I just seen that on the news.
These young guys
Where
go off
they
these old
will,
men, wanna make
a fraudster, we call them, will actually tell you, befriend you, and say that that they want to be your boyfriend, they want to be your girlfriend,
Not me.
and then they want you to send them money.
Huh.
Send
I've
them
sent me
gift
money, not
cards,
them.
send them,
Right.
that's another thing on social media to be careful of, is if somebody wants to befriend you, just
I laugh.
please don't send them any money.
I laughed because I've had about 4 of them
Have
in the
you?
last week, and I'm like,
Well, what do
ain't
they
happening.
do? Just give me the.
Basically,
say?
oh, my name is so and so. I'm this many years old, and they send a picture and it says, "Don't you think I'm cute?" Basically, that's how it starts. I'm like,
That's exactly
I don't
how it
care.
starts.
They always
Hi there.
send me to say, what do you want me to do? You might be cute, but I'm not. I can't help it.
I'm tricking more. I can't get up there.
That's all I was even talking about.
Put you with that. That's how bird that.
How many tell on to you?
Well, they got.
I was just going back because I missed the step. I messed
How far
up.
did you get, Jason?
Okay, so some of the things that we
Wow.
talked about.
Is that wool?
What do you make it?
This is going to be basically a over-the-shoulder wrap with pockets.
Oh,
But not the
nice.
steel wrap on it.
How long will it take you to finish it?
Next year.
No.
You're like that lady on Max. She started out and ended up taking a half can.
Yeah. This should take me probably until Friday if I can find a movie to watch or
Wow.
something.
Well, that's pretty good.
And then I just got recruited for another project, and I got to work on her project. And so it's one of those of, if I can find a movie and a good time waster, I'm good. I can do it.
Okay. All right. So
Watch
again,
Ghostbusters.
So not to keep belaboring some of these things, but I do just want to go over with you again. Do not rush into any financial decision or action. Assume any time anybody insists that you keep this a secret,
Right,
a conversation, it's meant to prevent discovery.
right.
So the word secret is always, or don't tell anybody about this. That's always a sign. Be suspicious of any situation that requires you to send money up front. We talked about that, about the sweepstakes scam,
Yep.
the lottery scam. Confirm all offers, threatening situations, and charities independently. If you get a phone call from a charity, I get calls from the police all the
The
time.
police balls.
The
And the
police-
firemen.
yeah, I get phone calls of that nature all the time to send money.
They don't do that. The police say they don't do that.
Well, they don't do that, and that's a scam. So that's what we need to be careful of. And again, you all said that you don't really do a lot of computers, but even on Facebook, if you do
Oh, not to
Facebook,
forget her.
and you get a link to something that says click on this link, do not click on that link. Unless
didn't
you're
bring her
absolutely
glasses.
Sure, I've known of people that have purchased things on
Give the
Facebook.
bulb.
That have purchased things through Facebook, and it was not a viable
What it
purchase.
is.
So you always have to be very, very cautious and very careful.
There's your note.
No trusted sites. Don't be giving your money to random people. Unless you know what you're buying, or Facebook Marketplace, or a reputable seller. The old eBay is like, are they a reputable seller? How many? What's their rating? Stuff like that.
Yeah, you just have to be very, very careful.
Yep.
And I'll be very honest with you, is I don't buy anything online. I just don't do it. I just don't.
I've gotten calls from Amazon. I don't even buy nothing
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's porch powers to take to them. It's always on the news every day. My neighbor had a package out on him. I said, you better get it. It was so heavy, I said, I can't help it, so I got somebody to help him. But I told him about it, because they moved. Just up the street, up the block.
Okay, anything else anybody want to touch on with scams?
Question: how often should you change your debit to PIN number?
Yeah.
Debit PIN numbers, people, that's not where they get you.
No.
They don't get you with your
Okay.
PIN number unless,
You got their
They
number.
say-
and I hope
They have a
nobody does
scammer.
this.
Without the number.
Do not write your PIN number on the back of your card.
No.
Ever. But no, I mean, the PIN number, unless
Okay.
you actually give it to somebody,
Yeah.
But if they have those scammers, like
Yeah,
you go to
the
Walmart and
skimmers.
stuff, they can actually get it. When I go to Walmart, I says, "You don't have no scammer on here,
but
do
don't
you?"
do the PIN number.
Right.
Don't put your PIN in. Just hit.
I just hit the
Just
the
hit
green
Right.
button.
Yeah. Do not. I never use my PIN number at Walmart.
No.
Pardon me.
Food stamp card.
Yeah, I don't.
They scan card, a lot of people got scanned.
Yeah, and
We check our ATMs on a regular basis for skimmers. And if you know what a skimmer is, it's a piece of equipment that they put on on the machine.
Right.
When you put your debit card in, they get all your information from.
And they say when the machine shakes, don't put that in.
Yeah. No, I never use my, but I mean, you can change it as often as you like.
But
Okay,
now-
what is the recommended?
There isn't a recommended.
No.
Because again, unless you give somebody your PIN number, they can't access anything with your PIN number.
Right.
They tried. They tried me.
Oh, they
They
did?
told me to tear my cards up. So I said,
Yeah,
"I
yeah.
didn't get
The
my
bank
PIN
told him chop his cards up. We'll send you new
No,
How
no,
did
the
they
bank.
get your PIN number?
You know the bank.
Well, if they do, I tried, that one don't work. They'll come back the next day, try a different number until they hit the right number.
Okay, now we allow 3 tries.
Yeah.
We allow 3 tries. If you go to an ATM and you withdraw money, we allow 3 tries. And once you go to that 3rd try and you put the wrong PIN number in, then we block your card completely.
blocked, Bob.
And you have to get a new
Well, I
PIN
did
number.
that to myself.
Oh, but
I'm
that's,
very forgetful. I am forgetful. And I
well,
said,
and
"Oh,
that's
what's my number?"
But
"Oh,
that's
that ain't
done
my
for
number."
your
"Oh, that ain't your
protection.
number. I did. Oh, I couldn't get it anymore. I had to go I get a new card.
Yeah, if you leave your debit card somewhere and somebody tries to
Right,
use it more than
yeah,
3
yeah.
times with the PIN number, yeah. So again, it's a personal preference. I've never changed my PIN number. So I mean, but
go to the bank.
I've also had situations where people have given their PIN numbers, their debit cards, and their PIN numbers to their grandchildren
Then they use them.
or their children,
Oh,
and then
kids.
they use it without their knowledge.
Yeah.
I had a situation where a 10 or 12-year-old boy used his father's debit card to buy games online. So the father comes in and he questions the charges. He wants to claim that they were fraudulent. We investigated, and that it ended up being that his grandson or his young son actually did purchase the games with his debit card. Because at one point he might have given him his debit card and said, go ahead, use it, here's my PIN number. And I mean, so things do happen. They
I love when we have the kids to do
She
it.
did that to his daughter, to buy something, and she didn't get the number back, the car. And when he got the bill, he come with $300 charge.
Oh,
He said, you
I
have to pay
know.
me back.
I know.
Boy, I thought you
I get so many in the mail. They were donations. I said, if I thought it would go to the people that they're want the money for. I'd be
I can't help it.
otherwise.
Yeah, just when you do that, I mean,
Ain't your fault.
I reflect them.
yeah, I mean, if it's a viable
Remember I got-
charity,
The only way I can
but then
remember it,
you just have to be very, very careful.
date when somebody done something.
I do,
Yeah.
I think
About
that.
100 years
They
ago.
don't like that. They don't
Discovered
check.
America and all that.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
don't use that one.
Any charity that won't take a check is not a charity.
No.
It's not a viable
They
charity.
take tax.
Yeah, well, if they want cash, I'm not so sure about that.
I think you
Right.
should.
I remember Club Sales Ocean Blue.
So something else